Here we go again. Anyway, Gretchen and Helen and I went to
Gretchen Schubert, Helen Gatterdam,
and I
Enid Sagvold
went to work at the country club when we were 14. Our parents all belonged to this private club, and so we could go to work anytime we wanted to. Anyway, we were in charge of the dining room, and we didn't have any hostess or anything at that time. So we had to pretend we were hostesses, and anyway, we had to move the tables for the number of reservations we had for the night, and they were heavy. Oh God, they were heavy, and I don't think I could do that nowadays. Anyway, then we had to set the table, and we were in charge of washing the silverware and the glasses, and that was a pain in the neck, but we did it. And but one night, Dr. Gatterdam, Helen's dad, came out there with a big party, and he ordered buttermilk, and of course we didn't have any buttermilk, so we gave him a glass of milk and put a pat or two of butter in it, and we thought it was so funny, and he didn't think it was funny at all, and Helen got into big trouble when she got home, and we got reprimanded also. So we laughed over it for a long time, but we never laughed in front of them. I can't remember Mrs. Gatterdam. She was an unusual woman. She rode a bicycle to the grocery store and had a basket on her bike, and she rode all over because she didn't have a driver's license. And but she had baskets on both sides of the back end. She had 3 children, so they had a lot of groceries. Anyway,
That would have been like 1945.
yeah, 45 and 46, and I remember very distinctly we got 50 cents an hour, and I wrote down the number of hours I worked that day and how much I got in wages and how much I got in tips, and my tips always outran the number of hours I worked. And then on the 4th of July we worked all day long, and that was a big day. And I can remember my dad used to take the money I made, and I made quite a bit of money, and he bought train stock with it. And so when I was done with college, I had quite a bit of train stock. But, I sold it through the years and don't have it anymore.
And we're talking about the train company.
In LaCrosse, that Dad's brother and Mr. Train started years and years ago. Anyway.
So talk about golfing a little bit.
Oh, I spent most of my time when I wasn't working on the golf course. After we got through at night, we'd ride on the tractor with Skippy Kubiak, who was the son of the caretaker, and he'd go around watering all the greens, so we'd ride on the tractor with him, and it'd be 11 o'clock, 11:30 when I'd get home, and my dad just couldn't understand, where I was. Well, I was riding on the tractor, and sometimes he would come out and get me. Anyway.
One time you were golfing.
Oh, one time I was golfing by myself, and the 15th green was across from the depot, and then 16 and then 17 came right in front of the depot.
The train depot.
Train depot, and there were, people there waiting to greet their guests or going someplace, and I was playing by myself, and I pitched a ball in from from outside the green, and it went in, and they all started clapping, and I was so embarrassed I could have crawled into a hole, but I knew I had to keep going, and then I had to come back right in front of the depot, and I just prayed that the train would come, but it didn't, and so as soon as I got on the 17th green right in front of the depot, I hit the ball, and they clapped, and I was so embarrassed I could have crawled, but I had to play, and keep going, so I did, and eventually the train came and got him, thank heavens, but I was long gone. And I finished up with 17 and 18, and then I was done. So